This is KTM Gravelator Elite, model year 2026. If you are watching this video, most probably you are looking for a bit of details of this bike, and same as me a few months ago, are trying to get these pieces of information, since unfortunately the website of the maker is not giving all answers on the questions we are probably coming when we are choosing between the bikes. In particular, some details are missing, like the length of stem on the maker website, or how wide is the handlebar. This I can try to answer now. Very interesting bike, considering the price. It costed me 2,000 euro during the Black Friday sales, and regular retail price should be around 2,400 euro if you will be looking for the bike now, unless some other dealers will give another discount series. So what this bike is, it's quite interesting model. The new series of Gravelators, carbon frame, they are going quite high in regards of the specs. With KTM, the frame of course remain the same, but the equipment change. There are also a little bit lower spec models still on the carbon frame, and the Elite, to my view, is a golden middle of this bike. Why? Because it provides steel carbon frame, carbon rims, great mechanical group set, and still nice weight of approximately 9.6 kilos. Wheels are in particular interesting because it's not many bikes on this price range where the makers are giving us the chance to enter carbon wheels world. This is KTM branded rims assembled on the DT Swiss spikes and Mavic hubs. Great combination. They are not extremely light. For example, front wheel will weight around 740 grams, and the rear wheel is approximately 150 grams heavier, roughly. I measured only front one. The tires should not confuse you. The tires are not original. They were lying in my garage and planned initially for my mountain bike. They are 2.1 mountain bike tires as Works Renegade. They are a little bit wider than the official specs of these rims permit, which is 50 mm. They are 53. Still, they are fitting well. And for those interested for the tire clearance, it is still possible, I believe, to ride these tires, 53 mm tires, in dry condition. You do have limitation mainly here on the seat tube and on the chainstays. But again, I will experiment a bit, and I think in dry conditions it shall be fine. Of course, will not fit for the really winter muddy roads, where 50 mm tires would be fitting better. Brakes, Shimano GRX 410, resin brake pads, and RT30 rotors. Quite heavy, 170 grams. You really have a room for upgrades here, because Ultegra rotors, for example, would save you another 70 grams, maybe up to, for Durace even. Handlebar is roughly in the frame model size S. I'm not sure how it is with the larger sizes frames. Are they changing also the height of the handlebar? But this one is around 42 centimeters in the area of drop of the shifters, and between the drops it's almost 50 centimeters, so quite wide handlebar. Something maybe to consider to go more narrow if you are looking for better aerodynamics. Stem, as per my measurements, is 75 centimeters, so it's somewhere between 70 and 80. Quite a lot of spacers. Interesting aerodynamics here of the fork and the frame. very narrow in-frame storage, really narrow. Don't expect that action camera will fit. Something very small, compact multi-tool, yes. The tools for the tire removals, yes, will fit. Maybe spare tube if you are running still tubed tires. I'm still on the tubed tires. My plan is to try the tubeless. I do not have yet experience. On my road bike I still use also tubes. And of course GRX transmission, 40T chainring and 170mm crank lens. Again in size S. I'm 1m77 and 81 cm in steam. And this frame fits me, I would say probably it's on the upper limit for this height. Anyone who's taller, I would suggest definitely to go for the size M. And even for my height, the maker also suggesting size M. But you can see it's not, the seat post is not that high, in fact. And when I'm standing, the height of the head tube, the top tube is around 79 centimeters, so there is nearly no reserve for in steam. That's why I went to size S actually, to be a little bit more compact, a little bit more agile on the bike. Yeah, if you will have any questions, I will try to answer them. I like this bike mainly from the perspectives which it gives. It's nice wheels, it's a interesting design of the frame, I like the color. It opens a lot of modification possibilities, as I already mentioned, starting from the brakes, then going to transmission. It's just quite heavy Dior cassette, which can be exchanged to XT or even XTR. It can be upgraded future to the Di2, which I actually hope to do in the near future. It's UTH. If you are preferring SRAM transmission, you can do the upgrade, but it will also require upgrading of the freewheel hub of the rear hub. So cheapest option to go electric is of course Di2. Mainly the parts which need to be exchanged are only rear derailleur and the shifters. So thank you for watching. I hope this might be helpful to someone. If you will have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I will try to answer on all. Thanks for joining and Merry Christmas.